Harvey, this is Mrs. Gonzalez. So today we're going to be talking about Pemdas. So if you would go ahead and draw in your lines for Cornell notes and then write your title, How Do I Use Pemdas? And you guys should have your graphic organizer. We've already cut it out, or you should have already cut it out and have it ready to go. So Pemdas, your P, which is already there. Your P is for parentheses. Okay, some of you guys learned this as GMDOS, which the G stands for grouping, and it's essentially the same thing. PEMDAS and GMDOS, the same thing. You're doing the same grouping. That's what you're doing with your parentheses. You're just grouping. So with your parentheses, you'll see it this way, or you may even see it as a bracket. Okay, what does the X or the E stand for? Exponents, right? We talked about exponents yesterday. Your exponent is when you have your base and then you have your little exponent at the top. Now, the M and the D, those two are going to go on the same flap. I'm just going to move this up some. Now this is to multiply or divide. It depends on which one comes first in your operation there. So you can either multiply or divide. So multiply, you'll see it this way. You'll see it as a dot. How else can we see multiplication? With the parentheses, and then you'll even sometimes see it as a little asterisk that way. And then division, you'll see division this way, right? As A over B. You'll see it as this way. And then the normal way you would see with the bracket. I'm just showing you with variables. All right, so that's multiplication or division, and then you'll have addition or subtraction that comes last. Subtraction. Oh, you can't see subtraction. Sorry, guys. All right, so there we go. And addition, of course, just with the plus sign. Subtraction is just with the minus sign. All right, so we're going to take a look. Now that we have the outside done, you go inside your graphic organizer there. So that's the first step you're going to take care of, is your parentheses. You're going to do all operations. With the parentheses or a bracket first. Then you're going to do your exponents. That's going to be the second step. So first we're going to look to see if we have any parentheses or brackets. If there's anything inside a parentheses or a bracket, we have to take care of what's inside that parentheses or bracket first. Then we can take care of the exponents. So you're going to evaluate your exponents. What does evaluate mean, guys? To solve, right? So you're going to evaluate your exponents. In order from left to right. Okay, that's my second step. Now your third step here, you're either going to take care of multiplication or division, whichever one comes first. So you will do all multiplication and division problems in order from left to right. So just depending on whichever one comes first. So if division comes first in your problem, then you're going to take care of the division. If multiplication happens to come first, then you will take care of the multiplication problem. Just depending on whichever one comes first. So your last step, this is where you'll take care of your addition or your subtraction. Again, same thing, whichever one comes first in your problem. So step 4, do all addition and subtraction in order from left to right also. So again, if subtraction happens to come first, then you're going to take care of that subtraction problem first. And then if there's an addition, because there may not even be an addition problem, then there's nothing to worry about. So just depending on whichever one comes first, if you do have both addition and subtraction in your problem, if the subtraction comes first, then you will take care of the subtraction, and then you will take care of the addition problem there. Okay, does anybody remember that acronym for Pemdas so you can remember what Pemdas stands for? Because we're going to actually write down that acronym along the side here. Do you remember that? All right, so remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That's what we're going to write out onto the this margin here. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That's just an acronym to remember. Let me move that up. An acronym to remember your PEMDAS. To know that parentheses comes first, exponents, multiplication, division, and then addition and subtraction. So we're going to take a look at some examples now to take so we can get some practice in using PEMDAS with order of operation. So this is probably going to need to get glued in. So I'm going to go to the next page. Alright, so there we go. And just to stay consistent, we are taking Cornell notes. Alright, so let's take a look at an example using PEMDAS. So if I have 1/2 times 6 plus 9 squared minus 18 divided by 9. Okay, get that copied down so we can work this example out together. So PEMDAS says we're going to take care of anything that's inside the parentheses first. Do we have parentheses? Well, yes, right here. So we're going to take care of what's inside the parentheses first. 18 divided by 9. Well, 18 divided by 9, well, that's just 2. Well, what I want you guys to do here, once you've taken care of that first step, I don't have any more parentheses, go ahead and bring everything that is left up in the original problem. Just copy it down exactly the way it is. And we're going to do this for each step, so that way we can make sure we don't miss anything and we don't make any mistakes that way. So we want to keep it organized. All right, so we took care of parentheses. Now we're going to take care of an exponent. And we do have an exponent. We talked about how to solve exponents yesterday. So your exponent tells you how many blanks that you need to put down. So we're going to take care of that first. So there's 2 blanks, and what's going to fill in those blanks? The 9. So we'll put that down. So we're going to solve this first. 9 times 9 is 81. So now we took care of the exponent. Now we're going to copy everything else that's left from the previous problem. Just copy it down. Okay, I took care of exponent. So now I'm going to go ahead and take care of multiplication or division, whichever one comes first. Do I have multiplication? Well, yes, I have 1/2 times 6. Well, 1/2 times 6, all you're doing is taking half of 6, guys. So half of 6 is what? 3. So we already multiplied that without even having to set this up or to make 6 look like a fraction and dividing the fractions across. We know what half of a number is. So half of 6 is 3. We're going to copy everything else down. No more multiplication or division. So then last step is addition or subtraction. So because addition happens to come first here, right? You're going to add that. 81 plus 3 is 84. And then minus the 2, you should get 82 as your answer. So hopefully that's what most of you guys got if you're working this along with me. All right, so let's take a look at another example. Example 2. Let's see. Let's do 13 minus 2. We're going to put the parentheses on the outside this time. 8 divided by 2. All right, so now we're going to apply the PEMDAS acronym to this. So we're going to take care of whatever's inside the parentheses first. I have a parentheses here and a parentheses here. So we're going to take care of the first one first. 13 minus 2. Well, that's 11, right? And 11 squared. I'm just going to copy everything down. 8 divided by 2. Half of 2. I'm sorry, half of 8 is just 4. Now, I don't have to keep writing down the parentheses if I've already solved what's in there. Well, except for this one, we do. Because we have to take care of that first. Well, what's 11 squared? 11 times 11. That should give you 121 plus 4. And you should get 125. So there wasn't a lot to do with that one. That one was pretty easy. So let's take a look at another example. See if I can find another one. Let's do, oh, this is a good one actually, because you have more steps involved here. So example 3. Here's your problem. All right, so on this one, your parentheses, you have to take care of what's inside your parentheses, right? So I'm going to take care of 57 divided by 3. And 57 divided by 3 is 19. And then you're going to copy everything else from the original problem. What operation is going on between this 2 and this parentheses here? Multiplication, right? So this is actually 2 times 19 plus 20 squared minus 5. You could actually have just written 2 times 19 instead of putting the parentheses, but we all should know that a number next to a parentheses, that those 2 numbers are going to be multiplied. So next we've done the parentheses. So next we're going to take care of our exponents, right? So 20 times, this 2 tells me that I need 2 blanks. So 20 fills in those blanks. So you're actually multiplying 20 times 20. And 20 times 20, really easy. If you just ignore your zeros, what's 2 times 2? 4. And then you just add in your 2 zeros. So you just multiply 20 times 20 really quick. Copy everything else down that's left from the previous problem. I just wrote that backwards. Alright, so make sure you guys wrote that or copied that down. Okay, so now I'm going to take care of multiplication or division. What do we have next? We have multiplication. We have 2 times 19, right? So we have to take care of 2 times 19. You multiply that out. 2 times 19, that's 38. And then copy everything that's there or that's left. So then you do addition and subtraction. Addition happens to come first again. So you add 400 to 38. You're going to get 438 minus 5. Well, 438 minus 5 is just 433. Okay, so hopefully that was pretty simple. It's more of a review because you guys again learned PEMDAS and GYMDAS. If you would do me a favor, go ahead and write your reflection for me. If you don't have room on that page, if you can go ahead and just go on to the next page or the back side of that page. Today, I learned, finish that statement, or I'm still confused. Please be specific if it's a certain, just a certain step that you're confused on using PEMDAS. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.